Now speaking, Jorge Gutierrez, Senior Executive Vice President. I didn't even get to finish his name, actually.
Good morning.
Sorry,
I'm
it's
Chloe,
playing.
Patient Advocate for Do No Harm, a group that seeks accountability in the medical profession. I am presenting proposal number 7 titled Report on Gender Transitioning Compensation and Benefits, sponsored by National Legal and Policy Center. Disney pays for gender transition interventions.
This is how they started?
Therefore,
What?
companies discriminate based on gender identity under EEOC regulations.
Few moments later.
Pause. Share this.
What?
Go look up Disney stock just dropped.
Oh no! After
No, during
how bad?
Sure.
Usually
Oh
not
my
the thing you
god.
want.
Yeah,
Within 13 minutes.
within 13 minutes. Yeah, that's Eastern time, so
And
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, Pescadios. Well, leave a like on this video if you're enjoying what is happening to Disney, as they just had their shareholder meeting and their stock has been absolutely tanking, erasing hundreds of millions of dollars in market value. No doubt by the time the slide ends, the market did not react well to them keeping the woke board of directors that have led to disastrous financial losses for basically every movie that they've released this year. It's been an absolute disaster. On top of that, Disney was getting trolled in real time about their commitment to gender ideology during their shareholder meetings, and you could just see how red in the face they were. I'm going to cover all that right now. If you enjoy the coverage on this channel, do me a favor today, please, if you haven't, subscribe or follow wherever you're watching, YouTube, BitChute, Odyssey. It helps immensely. And also linked in the description is my second channel now, which gets 4 to 5 videos a day as well. Some of them will be clips from the live stream, but then some of them are also standalone videos, because I don't want to clog the main channel with like 6, 7 videos a day. So you get even more topics, all original over on Quartercast. Plus, if you're a YouTube viewer, that's where you can view my nightly live stream at 5:30 Eastern. Obviously, if you're a Rumble viewer, all the content gets put to my single Rumble page. So there's another advantage. But check out the second channel. I'll leave it linked in the description and pinned comment. Give it a subscribe. I think you'll love the content there. Right now, the stock is down $2.29 a share. Let's refresh. Has it bounced back? Oops, no, it's still going down. $2.31 a share. If you look over the last 5 days, it's basically been holding tight, waiting for the shareholder meetings. Over the last month, it's actually been on a pretty good run. But you can see here where the shareholder meeting had their vote, and they announced that they would be keeping their current board of directors. It just went down again, up to $2.41. Here's an example. You can see their market cap, okay, is $221 billion. So if this is too basic, but they just lost 2% of that. So they lost $4 billion in about 5 minutes, and it's going down more, which is absolutely great. Stock drops immediately after announcement that Disney board remains intact. Disney has won its proxy battle against Nelson Peltz and Tryon, but may have lost the war. Almost immediately after it was announced that the current Disney board would remain intact, the annual shareholder meeting webcast Disney stock began dropping. It would appear that the recent spike in Disney stock price may have been in due to part that shareholders anticipated a change at the House of the Mouse. Quote, I want to thank our shareholders for their trust and confidence in our board and management. With the distracting proxy contest now behind us, we're eager to focus 100% on indoctrinating your children. On our most important priorities, growth and value creation for our shareholders and creative excellence for our consumers, Iger said to CNBC. What I think is pretty curious is, you know how the saying goes, right? The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over again, expecting a different result. Well, these are the people that led to you losing hundreds of millions of dollars in just one movie, in the disastrous Indiana Jones. These are the very same people that have led to you losing, essentially destroying the Star Wars franchise by creating immense apathy, a feeling of complete indifference to everything that you put out around Star Wars. Once the most important, most recognizable franchise in the world now breeds feelings of complete non-care, while it used to be, the blockbuster event of the year. By the way, update, stock dropped again. This is great. This is like real time. Who needs prawn? Down $2.51 per share, 2.4%, and still dropping. How low can it go? Why would you think that anything's going to get fixed at this goofball company when you kept the exact same people in charge? You see Neon, who covers a lot of entertainment information, writes, "Holy ish, Disney's getting trolled by its shareholders this meeting. 2 calls in a row from people slamming them for their ideology," which, again, this got live streamed across the world, right? This got live streamed. You see Zero Hedge, we're going to get to some of those calls in a second. You see update confirming the earlier leaks. Disney leaked this on purpose. Disney shareholders handed CEO Bob Iger a vote of confidence in rejecting dissident investor Nelson Peltz in a bid for the board seat at the giant entertainment company. Well, yeah, but how do the shareholders feel now? By the way, stock dropped again more. It's now down 2.2%, 2.11%, down $2.60 a share in just 10 minutes, and continues to drop. Trine issued a statement. "While we're disappointed with the outcome of the proxy contest, Trine greatly appreciates the support and dialogue we had with Disney and stakeholders. Over the last 6 months, Disney stock is up approximately 50% and is the Dow Jones Industrial Average's best performer year to date. We thank Trine investors, blah, 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 blah." It's now down $2.74, closing in on $3 a share, closing on $5 billion lost. It continues to go down in real time. Walt Disney Company and Chief Executive Officer Bob Iger are set to defeat Nelson Peltz Trian's fund management. Essentially, they wanted to force their way onto the board, right? They wanted to force their way onto the board because they were sick of the way the company was, getting woke. You see Elon Musk, Nelson Peltz definitely should be on the Disney board. He would help reform the company, improve the quality of product, and generally serve in the best interest of the shareholders, as he's done at many other companies. It would significantly improve Disney shareholder price, which is now down $2.78 in real time. Leave a like if you're enjoying the real-time stock ticker. Don't forget to subscribe or follow wherever you're watching, and subscribe if you're a YouTube viewer to Quartercast. Don't forget all that as we continue to have fun. There have been a few recent articles in the press about Disney winning its proxy contest with Nelson Peltz based on an early election returns that have been leaked to the media. We don't have an investment in Disney, but I thought it would be useful to point out in the appropriateness of leaks to the press. Only the company and its advisors have access to how shareholders have voted the day before the annual meeting. My understanding is that it is illegal to release the outcome of the vote prior to being finalized, and it has the effect of manipulating the outcome. Here, the company and or its advisors have leaked that Disney is winning the contest. It's really inappropriate to have done so. Essentially, they muddy the waters. So maybe anybody who had yet to cast their vote would feel like, oh, we already lost, so I'm not going to cast it anymore. That could be potentially what it is. And how does one know that Disney and or its advisors are the ones that leaked it? If Peltz were, quote, winning, there would have been no leaks in the press. The reason why the progress of an election for directors must be kept confidential until the results are final is that leaking the results can often affect the actual outcome. Institutional shareholders worry about offending management by voting with an activist. They are concerned that if management learns that they have voted against the incumbent directors, they may lose access to the management going forward. In other words, Bob Iger is less likely to come visit and or take a call with a shareholder if the shareholder voted with the dissident. This is clearly a closed election. Institutions, so essentially they leaked it to try and get more people to vote against him. By the way, stock is down $2.90 a share right now and continues to fall. It is absolutely wild. And I want to get to some of the trolling because that's always funny. Doobie-doobie-doo. Let me find that quick. There's been so much news. I've been drinking from a fire hose lately. I hope you're appreciating all the extra videos and things like that All I ever ask is that you subscribe or follow wherever you're watching. You see Disney shareholder meeting started out today with Chu Cole, which is a detransitioner, Chloe Cole, blasting Bob Iger. They voted against her proposal. They have nothing good in the hopper for entertainment, hollow announcements, a failing streaming service, a series of flops, partnerships that are likely vaporware just to lure in investors. The vote in question, and Satan is in the driver's seat. The company is dead. Burn, baby, burn. Oh, and this, you can see the stock obviously going way down. I wanted to see, I know where the call is here. Here's her call.
She limit the presentation to 2 minutes at most.
Hopefully you can hear this okay.
Good morning. I am Chloe Cole, patient advocate for Do No Harm, a group that seeks accountability in the medical profession. I am presenting proposal number 7 titled Report on Gender Transitioning Compensation and Benefits, sponsored by National Legal and Policy Center. Disney pays for gender transition interventions, but not detransitioning care. Therefore, the company discriminates based on gender identity under EEOC regulations. I speak from personal experience as someone who was deceived and physically harmed at a young age by gender ideology, validated by the medical industry and pushed to the masses by corporations like Disney. Influenced by modern media and social networks, I began a transition to male at age 12. By age 16, after practitioners I trusted encouraged me to take puberty blockers and get a double mastectomy, I tried to come back to reality, but it was too late. My body has been irreversibly damaged, and years later, my chest is still in bandages. My doctors have abandoned me. You doctors look and shrug. As a result, I am suing those professionals who steered me into taking these destructive steps that have permanently scarred me. But Disney, in its arrogance, has responded to our proposal by stating that I am only trying to generate attention for a limited agenda. Mr. Iger, Disney, under your watch, is pushing the limited agenda of gender ideology. Disney has become the Ursula that is stealing the voices of thousands of little Ariels across the world by telling us that we can be something that we can never become. The lawsuits are coming, sir. It's only a matter of time before current or past employees whose bodies and lives have been irreversibly harmed will show up at your door looking for justice and restitution. Please vote for proposal number 7.
They turned it down, by the way. So, and oh, by the way, stock down now $2.86 a share, down 2.3%. Now, I don't know if it's going to continue down the drop. The market's open for another few hours. It's going to be interesting to follow up on this tomorrow, see if suddenly there's a big new investor that comes in and pours a bunch of money in, and or if it continues to drop. I mean, it's in a pretty brutal spot right now. If we go here, obviously it's $2.51, but if I refresh it, oopsie, $2.88, down billions of dollars in minutes and still plummeting. You just hate to see it. Celebrate by leaving a like on this video, following or subscribing to the channel. If you want more videos and a daily live stream with guests like Melanie Mack and Six Hexenhammer and Alex Jones and more, if you're a YouTube-only viewer, please subscribe to Quartercast, which will be linked in the description. And anywhere else, please watch on Rumble or consider watching on Rumble. It's the true uncensored home of my content. We'll talk to you again real soon.